Hello there, guys. What's up? So we currently just finally beat the boy and the dragon. Finally. Took us a bunch of tries. The last video was just fighting this guy. But we finally got him. So now let's continue.
How could I lose? Impossible. I will not accept it. I will never accept defeat. Of course. That's what I should have done from the very beginning. I don't need this. No, I don't need any of this. If this world won't submit to my will, won't accept me, then I have no choice.
Hey, what are you doing?
Legato! These are going to be your final orders. Tear it apart. Tear apart this entire pathetic world!
Right? Final workout. Oh, Bert, did you just kill that guy?
What the heck just happened?
Yeah, what the heck? Acquire Hero's Crest? What's that do? Key to open Hero's Gate somewhere in Noise Dunes. Yeah, put the Noise Dunes. You want the final party level? What does that mean, the final party level? What does that mean? Plus this fight? Yes, it is. That was a hard fight in general. Can't believe, like, how that battle was. Poor Boopsie got her booty kicked at it.
This can't be. What have they done? How could they? This is it. This is the end. I have to do it.
No, Poker. It is not over quite yet. We must not give up.
What are you doing?
After all, this is my dream.
A pretty good arc. How are you? What's up? What's up? Final chapter. Heaven's Mirror.
What the? Where are we?
It's the field of flowers near Tenuto. How can that be?
I'm good. It's awesome here.
This place is supposed to be a flower field?
Completely deleted the world.
Yes, it is. And this is the place where it all began. Where I met you, Polka. The place where this whole dream first started. Which is why it's such a fitting place for the dream to come to an end. The time has finally come for me to confront my own heart. I must make my choice now. Whatever happens, I'll face the challenge before me. Don't you understand? You're nothing more than imaginary characters I've created in my mind.
Frederick, what are you saying? What's wrong with you?
Forgive me. I am truly sorry, Beat. But it seems I'll be unable to offer my help to you any longer. When I'm defeated in this battle, an undeniable truth will be revealed, and this fleeting dream will slowly fill with color and light. Only when this ordeal has finally come to an end, will my soul at last be permitted to leave my physical body.
So then, is this the path you've chosen for yourself?
It is. This is my dream. And I must be the one to set things right. This world we're in, and you, Polka, must be freed from the tangle of our twisted destinies. Now, let the test begin. We'll see whether whether my spirit can become a lance, able to pierce through all of you in battle. We'll see if I'm truly such a weak human being.
So I have to fight him?
Don't you
What a
all
weirdo.
understand? This entire world is my dream.
You want to fight, huh? Then I won't hold back.
Ozel Biali! You foolish creatures!
Burn away to nothing. Heat whirlwind!
Fire wave! Your end is near.
Ozel Biali! There is no one else. I am the only one here. Applaudissement Sonic!
Sure, block? I can't block. I literally get so lucky if I'm touching it right.
You soulless creatures.
Oh, he blocked better than I did.
Heal arrow! There, how's that?
Burn away to nothing. Heat blade! Whirlwind!
Sky Divide! Have a nice nap.
Applaudissement Sonic!
I'm messing up my block today. I don't know what's going on with it.
You soulless creatures.
Not yet.
Heal arrow!
Thank you for the hydrate.
There,
Appreciate
how's
you.
that?
Burn away to nothing. Heat blade! Whirlwind!
There is no one else. I am the only one here. Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures.
Heal arrow!
Yeah, that's this battle. I didn't realize we had to fight a flipping battle right after this one.
Burn away to nothing. Heat
Thank you for the hiding tree.
Sky goodbye! Have a nice nap.
Yo! Applaudissements Sonic! You soulless creatures!
Take that!
Oh, I just messed up big time there. I lost. Yep. So frustrating. We literally should have lost this battle. I literally just didn't realize we'd fight a battle so soon. Whatever, just let him win.
You foolish creatures! There is no way for you to stop my relentless advance.
Wait, can you win this fight?
Oh, Frederick, you've come back to us.
Screw the bag. Dang, screw the bag. The dream vanished like smoke. I was left cold and alone. Is it ever possible to change fate? That's cool. I lost it on purpose so we could see that, chat. That's totally what happened. I don't know if we can beat this guy, honestly. We don't have any healing items or anything. Unless we go, like, all the way back to the beginning of this and go buy healing stuff. Which we might. It's not like it's that hard, honestly. Just doesn't. Yeah, we have like no items. Let's try again. We're kind of out of items and out of everything right now. It's gonna be kind of a tough battle.
This can't be. What have they done? How could they? This is it. This is the end. The dungeon's around 3 to 4 screens to the left if you want to go through there for the final party level.
What the? Where are we?
Really?
It's
So do I need to go do that before we do that? Does this
Don't
end the
you all
game?
understand?
Is that what you're saying?
This entire world is my dream.
You want to fight, huh? Then I won't hold back.
There, how's that?
Fire wave! Not bad.
Your eyes different? Are they moving and stuff? I tried something new. I don't know if anybody would ever notice, but... Is it weird? Oh my god, what the hell?
Okay.
Floated drift at the boundaries of nothingness.
Void Edge! Phantom Wave!
Whirlwind! You want more? Nimbo Stratos! No good. Yo! There is no one else. I am the only one here. Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures.
Oh, I messed it up.
There.
Thanks.
My fury. Heat Whirlwind!
I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at like aiming for a turret sometimes. I just like panic and accidentally bump the button too much.
Nimbo Stratos! Carry them away to the riverside, to the water's edge. Nimbo Stratos! Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures.
Burnt ashes in the
Ah, that's
primal
it.
depths.
Fire Wave! Sky Divide!
Whirlwind! You want more?
There, how's that?
Phantom Wave! Your end is near.
No good. There is no one else. I am the only one here. Applaudissement Sonic! It takes but a moment. Don't worry. Orzel Bialy! You foolish creatures!
Sky Divide! Have a nice nap.
Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures!
Take that!
There!
Thanks.
Thanks for that.
Yo! Ye who walks above the wings of the sky and travel by riding the clouds, appear, Orzel Bialy! You do not understand. Applaudissement Sonic! no one else. I am the only one here. Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures.
Take that! Take that! Heal arrow! There, how's that?
That should do it.
Applaudissement Sonic! You soulless creatures.
You'll taste the naked blade of death. You're going down. Fire wave!
You defeated him. You can save the game, clear it out here. If you load the game, you can start the game from the status. You can save the game. So I need to go and do the other dungeon, I guess. Let's go. Thank you.
Yes. This is for the best, dear Amelia.
Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Frederick. But
Hey, Troy, thank you for the hydrate. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Polka?
Stay back. Allegretto, please forgive me for not telling you about this. If I had told you what I was going to do, there's no way that you would have taken me all the way here. It's just that I remembered. I remembered a while ago what the path is that I have to take.
Polka, what are you doing? First Frederick and now you? What in the world is going on?
right.
Don't you see? Frederick just gave all of us a gift. The most precious gift there is.
What the heck are you saying? Can somebody please explain to me what's going on?
Polka, what exactly is it that you're planning on doing?
It's something that my mother told me about when I was a little girl. And now I finally understand it. I know what she meant.
It is your fate to go into the sea.
Yes, it is my fate to go into the sea. It's the only way the tremendous waves that threaten the people of this world can finally be made calm.
Wait a minute. What does that mean?
Most people live their lives turning their backs on things too difficult to face. Ignoring what hurts you eventually becomes a habit, the natural thing to do. If we only allow ourselves to see what we want to see, we just end up fooling ourselves more and more. But eventually, we cloud our vision so completely that we become blind to the small truths that are all around us. The same way the twinkling of the stars is blotted out by the glare of bright city lights. The truth was always there in my memories. Thank you, Mom, for everything. But I'm ready now, and I know what it is that I must do.
Polka, don't! Please stop!
Oh, Beat, I want you to know, your photographs are so wonderful. They're full of memories that I don't ever want to let go of.
Yeah, and hey, I promise I'll take even more!
If I had any choice in the matter, I'd never want to give up those memories of this journey and the time we've spent together. I know this is hard for you to accept right now, but someday we'll all meet again. I'm absolutely positive. The time has come for everything to be settled. Was this fated to be? Was this always my life's purpose? No. It's a decision I'm making of my own free will. This is something that has to be done.
Polka, what are you doing?
There is a place where I can make a real difference, now that the world is covered in darkness. It's a place that I have to illuminate, with the shining light of the Astra that lies sleeping within my heart.
Don't do it! We'll find some other way to save the world! You don't have to carry all the burden by yourself!
Oh no.
I must do this. And it's for the person who means the most to me. My life is nothing compared to his. Doing this is easy, if it's for him.
She just eat herself off the edge of the cliff? Rip. That's sad.
Why couldn't I do anything for her? What could I have done to change things? Does this mean dying was the only thing Polka could do? There wasn't any way we could save her? Why did Polka, of all people, have to suffer like that? What the hell is wrong with this world? Damn it!
Yeah.
You come barging into our world out of nowhere, then just leave when you get tired of it! This is supposed to be your dream, right? Well then why couldn't you do anything? No, that's not it. It isn't a dream at all. It's real. And I don't know what. But I have to do something!
That's true. Perhaps this is no longer just a dream.
Keep it alert.
Have I awakened? At long last.
Right?
Frederick?
So she had to sacrifice
Why?
herself to come to life?
The dream was at an end. Oh no. No, it can't be. Not Polka.
So I guess that's what it means, like, you know, like, 'cause if you lose the fight,
Thank you, everyone.
he
I
wakes
know
up.
it didn't last very long, but really, this was the most fun I've ever had in my life. If I blow him a kiss, I wonder, will it reach him up there? I hope so. I really do.
Oh, is that it? That's kind of sad. They never do a sequel to this game either, do they?
Comparing seawater stirred up by the beauty of the moon to the ugly waves created by the effects of human desire is rather an insult to the ocean.
Why does everyone avoid me?
Hey, Riddle, why is bread so expensive anyway? I mean, if it was a little cheaper, we wouldn't have to steal it for people.
Everything in the world slowly fades with time. It is very difficult to remain still and keep things exactly as they are in just one particular moment. But because everything shifts only a little bit at a time, no one really notices the change.
But if you're in your own dream, how can you be so completely positive that what's happening is only a dream? And if what you're experiencing in the dream is so realistic to you, how can you even tell what's actually the real world?
Are you still messing around with that stuff? You need to look at things with your own two eyes. You'd see things a whole lot clearer if you weren't always looking at them through bent glass.
Well, mineral powder does have its uses, you know. But just because it's useful doesn't mean it should be used.
They like the convenience of it so much, they don't see the danger they'll be faced with later.
Unless someone does something about this soon, there won't be anything anyone can do to stop it.
No matter how much time passes, war remains.
A lifetime to build, but it only takes a moment to destroy. You know, human beings really are masters of destruction.
Were my feelings real? Or was it all just some kind of illusion? Everything I've ever done has always just been an act. But at least at the end, I want to be the real me.
But there are some things we must never forget, no matter what. Tragic memories that we have to carve firmly in stone, so that the wind can never blow them away.
Listen, when you eliminate all the other possibilities, you cannot escape the truth that remains. no matter how difficult it may be to accept.
You know, I've been thinking about it a lot, and if I couldn't use magic, I don't think I would have ever felt this desire to go out and help other people like this. If that had been the case, I would have never set out on this journey, and I probably would have never had the chance to meet you.
It's because of despicable people like you that tragedies like what happened to Claves occur in the first place.
It's strange. I seem to remember the view being much more beautiful when I was younger, even though there weren't nearly as many lights then as there are now.
We can't allow ourselves to be led by others. We must take charge of our own destinies and decide our future. It doesn't matter what the outcome may be. The choice is the important thing.
There's no way she could know what I'm going to draw before I do it. That doesn't make any sense. No one knows what they're going to get before they draw. That's why people can have hope for the future.
It requires much more courage to take a step back than it does to take a step forward. Would you not agree? After all, there is no guarantee that there will be ground to stand upon.
Most people live their lives turning their backs on things too difficult to face. Ignoring what hurts you eventually becomes a habit, the natural thing to do. If we only allow ourselves to see what we want to see, we just end up fooling ourselves more and more.
Why did Polka, of all people, have to suffer like that? What the hell is wrong with this world? Let me educate you. Nothing, absolutely nothing lasts forever. That's why, for the short time we're here, we gotta try to make things a little better. Putting everything you've got into whatever it is you do, that's what life is all about.
If we're gonna be saving the world, I at least want us to have something to remember it all by.
But it's strange. I don't regret it at all. For once, it actually felt like we were on equal footing.
When one thing comes to an end, something else starts up right after. That's what they call the natural order of things. I'd also like to help any way that I can.
Things will be different from now on, and I'll wait. I won't resort to that until the last possible moment.
We're all in this together. And as long as we stick together, work together, it'll work out somehow. We'll make sure it does.
The ending seems weird. I don't know how I feel about the ending. It's very convoluted. I mean, if you guys want a gist of what I think happened, it seems like the entire game, basically, you're stuck in a loop that they repeat over and over and over again. Which is why some of her memories, she remembers, like, getting the rock. And she remembers getting some of this stuff. Even though it happened before. So basically, Chopin finally accepting his death finally stops the loop. It stops it. So it makes it where it won't continue playing, but his dream world becomes the real world. It becomes a real world. See, like her jumping down and coming down again? That was her jumping off the cliff. So, I mean, in theory, I guess you could choose to believe where she jumped off the cliff and he accepted his death. This whole thing will restart, but this time, at the end, she won't have to die to reset the loop. But, I don't know, maybe that's wrong. That's what it seems like here, you know, like when she jumps off the cliff, it just restarts her life. But Chopin at the end accepting his means that this time it should, like, beat the loop. And they should be alright.
It's a reality that is far too real.
I choose to believe, like, that she'll just, like...
This dreamlike journey within a dream so that, once and for all, I could accept it. And now, the time has come. Everything shall come to its finale.
Finale. Yeah, that's what I want, 2 o'clock. That's what I think happened, though. Is like it's just they got basically stuck in a loop because this is his dream world. But then him accepting death finally stopped the loop. It's a very confusing ending, though. Very confusing game. But I enjoyed it.
Mr. Chopin's time of death, 2 o'clock in the morning.
I think that's the gist of what they were trying to go for. I think it's a very much an open to interpretation kind of ending. There's different ways you can look at what happened in this one and choose what you want to believe, I guess.
Mommy, why are there waves in the sea?
Well, darling, there are waves because of the moon.
Because of the moon?
That's right. The moon charms the water in the ocean with its beauty. And because the moon is so beautiful, the seawater just can't sit still.
Is that true? Really?
Really? Don't you feel your heart start fluttering inside of you when you look at the moon?
I do! What about the puddle? Will it make waves when the moon comes out too?
No, dear. There's not enough water. You need lots and lots of water, like the ocean, before it can make any real waves.
Oh, I see. But that's weird. Why can't a little bit of water make waves too?
I won't let you die, Polka. After all, you've only been alive for 14 years. A 14-year-old girl must live her life.
The amount of water is the most important part of creating waves. That can be said about people as well. There are many things in this world that can charm people's hearts, just like the moon charms the sea. Things like wealth, vanity, status, image, and power.
When the sun is out, they hide in their buds and then open their blossoms only when it is truly important.
Bigger and stronger.
Drawing in even the faintest amount of light, they decisively embody it. In doing so, reflect something that people can never see. They wait for the moment when the world is trapped in darkness, and then blossom with glowing light.
Terrible conflicts.
On the grassy plain, they paint a picture of the star-filled night sky that was blotted out by the city lights.
I guess.
Isn't it pitch black around you? Isn't the world covered in darkness?
If something like that
Now,
ever were to happen,
come. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
would be for you to jump into the ocean.
The time for you to blossom has come.
Because when you do, those big waves will become calm again.
Do you remember?
It may be difficult
You said it was
to
up to me
but if
whether
you
I
can
wanted
be
to call
very
them Heaven's
brave,
Mirror.
You'll bring joy to the person who means the most to you.
Really?
I'm still allowed to choose, am I not?
Then I'll do it!
Well, then I shall make my definitive choice. Right now.
Comparing seawater stirred up by
That
the
flower
beauty of
that
the
so
moon
resembles you.
to the ugly waves created
That
by the
flower
effects
that
of
boldly
human
challenges the darkness.
spreading an insult to the ocean.
I choose to call it Heaven's Mirror.
Oh, Mommy, I'm sorry, but I think someone's calling me.
I see. Then you must have met the person who is the perfect match for your Astra. Well, he's the person that you choose to believe in, so I'm sure he must be wonderful. I did so want to see you on your wedding day. But now, I suppose the only thing I can do for you is to tell you this. Come back someday and do your best.
Okay, Mommy. I'll see you later then.
Man, this ending is so confusing. I don't really understand what's going on. So confusing.
A bit more like the seawater. When it's stirred by the beauty of the moon. Thank you, Polka dear. Please, be happy.
Yeah, it's so confusing. I don't really understand a lot of what's happening. I think it's just one of those endings that's not supposed to be really, like, meant to be super... It's kind of supposed to be kind of sad and depressing, I guess. Kind of like, Tales of Ves, or... Tales of Vesperia. The ending was pretty sad, too. Bittersweet, I guess is what you call it. It's just kind of like Final Fantasy, kind of stuff confusing and not always makes sense. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, okay.
It's Polka! She's glowing!
Polka.
Aw. So I guess that is like what it seems like what's happened. They were stuck in a time loop, kind of like Groundhog Day, where he kept on doing the same thing over and over again. Because he couldn't accept himself dying, he couldn't accept his sister dying. Because his sister died at 14, which is the same age as Polka. So I think Polka's supposed to kind of represent his little sister. At least to an extent. And that's why she had to die at 14, and that's why she kept on dying. And he kept on resetting it because he didn't want to accept that his sister died. He didn't want to accept that he died. So I think that's like the gist that they're going for, is that Chopin had to eventually accept death, and then the dream world became a real world. Which is what you can choose to believe, I think. He did die. I think he dies right here. So I guess it's kind of maybe open to interpretation if you think like the dream world died with him, or it just became another thing. Or it became a real world. I choose to believe that the world's still alive. I choose to believe that he gets to live on in the dream world. Same with everybody else. I think that's about it. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching with me and enjoying the journey. If you guys would like to see all of it, it is uploading on YouTube. If you guys would like to see our playthrough from beginning to end. It's not completely up yet, of course, but it is slowly but surely getting there. I really enjoyed this game, though. They did a really good job on it. I said it is a little bit confusing a bit, but some of it's open to interpretation, but a lot of it, I think that's what they were going for. Stuff, and him just learning to accept his death. Such a unique game, too. There is like a encore mode, but I don't think we're gonna try that. Seems way too hard, from what I understand from Google. Like a quick Google search. I did pretty well. How did you, Troy? Yeah, that was really good. It ended kind of better than I thought it was going to. I kind of thought like Chompin would at least die, but he seems like he's still gonna be alive. Seems like even Polka gets to stay alive, so not too bad. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. It's been a lot of fun. And seeing donation stuff. What are you trying to do? Let's see. I think Streamlabs has the best one in my opinion. Because it sets it up in a way that it won't show your actual email or your actual name when people donate to you. But overall, so we really love this game. You guys have too. Very pretty, beautiful game. And overall, a great experience that I would recommend most people play. It can be a little confusing, and the battle system is super tough, but overall, I feel like most people would enjoy it if you like RPGs, JRPGs. Appreciate you guys sharing the journey with us. All the love, all the boopsie boopsie. You're amazing, amazing people. I'm curious, I changed how my avatar works a little bit. What do you guys think? Does it look weird? Let's see what you guys think. Does it look weird? Does it look off? I can't really get the eyes and stuff to work as well as they're supposed to. Like, it's like lots of like random... Yeah, I don't know. I might just go back to the other way. I've watched like a little bit of my avatar and it does look kind of weird. I do think we're not going to try Encore mode. I've heard it's really, really tough. We might try it in the future, but as of right now, no. I don't think I will be attempting it anytime soon. This is a very interesting concept for a game. Kind of wonder who like put it all together. Amazing game. Pretty great. I really hope you guys did enjoy it all. And of course, if you like what you see, hit the like, follow, subscribe button, all the things to catch us on our next journey of a game. I'm not sure what we'll play afterwards, but we'll see. You guys just tune in for it, yeah. Alright, done and fixed it. Nice. It's awesome. Not sure if something else happens here. Dramatic pause, you know? We're trying to decide what we're doing. Do 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 do. It's fading to black. Yes, Finn. That's one of my favorites. It's just saying Finn to the end. It just sounds so much more better. Tir-crescendo.
The shape
of
life.
Oh, there's more? What is this?
One day, the caterpillar asked the snail, Mr. Snail, you know many things. Could you tell me what kind of shape is the shape of life? The snail nodded and answered, Well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe life is red, like a ripe tomato. The caterpillar laughed happily and said, No, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the color of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered, and then he answered, Well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sweet scent, like a pot of honey. The caterpillar let out a disappointed sigh and said, No, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the scent of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered and thought some more, and then he answered, Well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it murmurs like a babbling brook. The caterpillar finally broke down in sorrowful tears, shook his head, and said, No, Mr. Snail, I didn't ask about the sound of life. I asked you about the shape. The snail nodded and pondered, and at long last he finally answered, Well, Mr. Caterpillar, I think that maybe it has a sharp, sweet flavor, like a juicy cherry. Losing his patience, the caterpillar grew very angry and said, If you don't want to answer me, then fine. I'm not going to ask you any more, Mr. Snail. Goodbye. And with that, the caterpillar turned around and went home. When he was gone, the snail nodded and said, Oh, Mr. Caterpillar, you already knew the answer. Happiness, disappointment, sorrow, anger. These are the sights, smells, sounds, and tastes. Life can take on many different shapes.
That's very deep. Very, very deep. Poor caterpillar. Thank you for playing. Aww. Thank you for making this game, right? It's been a very enjoyable experience. I thought this game was over like 4 times so far, chat. We're finally. I think we're almost at a cutscene and stuff. Not really sure, but chilling right now. Mr. Caterpillar. Are we done now? I'm not really sure. I hope everybody has a great day, though. Everybody's watching on the YouTubers, especially, right? If you'd ever like to catch me live, we do stream at Twitch. You know, it's down in the panels, twitch.tv/CurseTheBoops. Usually stream, you know, Monday through Thursday, starting at like 7 a.m. Eastern. If you ever want to catch it. But these about a different kind of games. A lot of JRPGs, you know, some adventure games, some action games, whatever. All the things.